All right, my friends, let's add a really great musical element to your guitar solos and unlock the fretboard at the same time with this arpeggio exercise. And then I'm going to show you how to implement it in your improvisation. I'm going to do this in A major, right? So I have my 1, 3, 5, 7 root note, okay? And this sort of is in this position where if I were to play my Ionian, 3 notes per string here. So 1, 3, 5, 7 root note. And then from here, I'm going to stretch up 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, and that sort of takes me into this, right, sort of C shape of my A major. Now from there, when I'm on this 5, my 7, and then my root note way up here at the top. Okay, so that whole thing. Now I'm going to go down 7, back to this 5, but I'm going to go down this way, 3. So if you look at this sort of A shape of my A major 7 shape, right? Root note 7, 5, 3, root note 7, 5, 3, root note 7, 5, 3, and I'm back to my root note. That is going to open up my whole fretboard. Now I can do the same thing for a dominant 7, right? Just flatting that 7. And I'm going to get the same thing up here. Root flat 7, flat 7. Okay, that's going to open up my fretboard. And I can do the same thing with A minor, just flat the 3 and flat the 7. Here we go. How am I going to use this while improvising? This didn't really hit me until I was doing a run of our Fretboard Fluency mentorship program. And somebody said, like, hey, how with these arpeggios, are you thinking them all the time or not really? What's the deal there? And this is the way to think about it. Whether you're doing a scale, right, a mode, or an arpeggio, those are not two separate entities when you're improvising. What I mean by that is, if I take an arpeggio, okay, cool, I just did a little arpeggio run in the middle of a solo, but I can still be thinking, or should still be thinking, well, that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, right, that little run up. I can think the same exact thing right? Take it to Lydian if I want to, whatever. But I'm still thinking the arpeggio and the scale that I'm working with and the chord shapes that I'm working with all at the same time. And I'm never losing that because I'm unlocking the fretboard, right? As well as just implementing these musical concepts in my improvisation. If you're an intermediate guitar player stuck in that plateau and you want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you are able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.